Hi guys, welcome back to Too Cool for Middle School. I can't believe it's already the end of June. June was such a weird month. Like, the beginning of this month was school, and then I did some trainings, and then we went on vacation, and it feels like 3 different months, but it's just been one. And now I'll be halfway through of meeting my goal of doing a monthly favorites every single month on my channel. This just gives me an opportunity to talk about the things that I've been loving in a certain month and provide links to some of the things that I talk about on Instagram or whatever. So this month turned out to be very, very fashion heavy. I didn't even really mean for that to happen, but most of what I have this month is Fairtrade fashion. Got some summer things, some shoes, got a little bit of beauty stuff and some books, but it's mostly fashion. So before we get into all of the clothes that I've been loving in June, I like to keep you guys updated on what's happening on Teachers Connect. I've been loving working with them this summer and just looking at the types of things that people are posting over on Teachers Connect. One of the best things that I read lately is about Amazon wish lists. And I assume that people have been using these for a long time, but for some reason I never have used them. So it was just really good to have a little reminder, and a lot of people responded like, oh yeah, I need to do that. So someone had written, has anyone ever used Amazon wish list for classroom materials? It's my new favorite thing. You can make a list of items that you hope to purchase for your classroom, then you can share the link with anyone, and an individual can buy specific items for your classroom and ship it right to your school. I don't know why I haven't utilized this before, but somebody also mentioned like you can just have that link always ready and put it on your classroom blog if you have one of those, or even like in your email sign off. And if parents ever want to make a small donation, they can just actually purchase things that are going to go straight to your classroom. So I thought this would be great for back to school night. So I'm going to start thinking of things that I want to put on my Amazon wish list for the year. And then I was thinking I could also make a video and show you guys the types of things that I want to have on my Amazon wish list. So sometimes it's just those little reminders to do kind of like basic things, but things that I forget about. So I'm excited to do that, and I'm glad that someone reminded me about it. Okay, since I have so many clothing items to talk about, let's start with that. We just got back from vacation, and so I pulled all of these things out of my suitcase, so they are really wrinkly. But let's start with this shirt. This is by Organic Basics, and they make really nice, obviously organic and sustainable, just very basic pieces. So they do white t-shirts and black t-shirts, they do underwear and socks and bras and just things like that that you need as like staples in your wardrobe. So I really like the quality of this white t-shirt. It's obviously very versatile, like everybody kind of just needs a white t-shirt in their wardrobe. And one thing to be aware of when you go to their website, they're a Danish company, so like even their style is very like Scandi, you know? But make sure that you have the prices in like American dollars if you're American, because by default they're in Danish currency, so just double check those things. But been getting a lot of use out of just a white t-shirt this summer. Okay, in every video we have a Carly Jean Los Angeles purchase. So they make really great maxi dresses that are just so comfortable. The material that they use is amazing, and they're made in LA. So they have this dress called the Stella, and it's gonna be really long, so it'll be kind of hard to show the whole thing, but I already have several pictures in this dress on Instagram, so you can go see what it looks like on there. But it's this nice long maxi dress. I love this shade of like blush pink. It has pockets, it has these spaghetti straps. I've tried this a couple of different ways, so you can just wear it as it is. I've put like a denim chambray shirt over it. I've done like a little brown belt right in the middle. So there are several ways that you can kind of change it up when you wear this. I had it in like a black stripe color, but then I just really wanted it in this like kind of blush pink color. I tend to wear this a lot, so I thought this is really pretty, and it's been so good for like road trips and stuff like that because it's really comfortable. I just order everything from them in a medium, if that helps at all with sizing. I also got another shirt recently. My mom got this for me actually. We were at Patagonia, which is one of my favorite stores and favorite companies because they are so committed to ethical practices. So this is an organic cotton t-shirt. I just like this color. I just love this kind of like minty teal color. Has a little pocket. It's super comfortable. It's organic cotton. It's just like really breathable and perfect for summer. And all of their stuff is just really good quality and really well made. So this next thing, I'm almost shocked at how much I've been wearing them. Like, I literally probably wear them 3 times a week. And these are my pants by Sudara. I mean, look at the colors in these. Like, I've worn these with so many different tops. I've worn them with this, because I think that's really cute. I've worn them with my white Organic Basics t-shirt. I've worn this with like my Carly Jean tank tops, a chambray like denim looking shirt. These are actually so versatile and they go with so much. I wasn't sure if I could pull them off, but they have been amazing. I literally wear them all the time. I can't stop wearing them. And they of course are Fairtrade. They're made in India. Sudara is an amazing company. So all of these items will be listed below and you can read more about these companies. I've been really excited to just find such good, sustainable, ethical companies that are doing so many good things for people around the world. Another clothing item that I finally got a chance to wear when we were on vacation this week, I got a new bathing suit. They can be really hard to find, and I thought that it would be really difficult to find ethically made swimsuits, but it actually wasn't. I got this like tankini top from Lime Ricky, and this is a female-owned company. They're made in the United States. I just really love this top. It's so easy to wear. This covers everything I need it to cover. I was in the pool with Jensen and, you know, I'm just mostly like focusing on playing with him and kind of teaching him about the water, so I didn't have anything to be distracted about by this bathing suit. It's really comfortable and I loved the pattern. And then I ended up actually ordering some bottoms from Pink Desert. They do a lot of made in the US stuff, and I love this like Dalmatian print thing going on right now. And I didn't see an option on the Lime Ricky website for this Dalmatian print bottom, but I just kind of mixed and matched. And I think that they go really well together because it does have some of that in the top. So I like kind of the mix and match feel of this, and it's so comfortable. These are pretty high-waisted, and then, you know, this is a tankini, so it's nice and long. So there's no chance that anything is like spilling out or whatever. So I'm actually excited when I'm like, oh, there's a pool at this place. I can easily just bring along this bathing suit and wear it and play with Jensen. Sometimes like pools sort of fill me with dread, but not now. This is just so easy. Okay, so some Fairtrade jewelry. I wish I was wearing more of it right now, but I've been wearing a lot of Wells Cooperative jewelry. This necklace is by Wells Cooperative. I just really love their company. I've been getting to know some of the people who work there. I've been working with them as a Wells Muse, so they sent me some pieces and I've just been sharing what I love about them. So I love this necklace, and then I actually have a bunch of earrings that I've been wearing from them lately also. So they're Fairtrade jewelry. They're fairly affordable. I think this would be a really easy way to get into ethical fashion, Fairtrade jewelry and stuff like that. It's just by going to their website and checking out some of their pieces. Okay, 2 more things. I've got some shoes to show you, and I really thought that it was going to be hard to find Fairtrade shoes. That just seemed like the most difficult part of this like transition into trying to have a Fairtrade ethical wardrobe. But I found some amazing shoes, you guys. Let me start with these sandals. These are by Seiko. They're these crossover gold sandals. I love them. They're handmade, they're fair trade, and when you purchase from them, you're helping to send women to college and helping them to increase their education. So I love that about their company. You can go on their website and look around and learn about the amazing things that they're doing. And they have a bunch of different sandals options. I just loved these. I feel like they're pretty neutral. They go with most of what I wear. I wear a lot of like gold jewelry, and I've just been getting so much use out of these this summer. So I was really happy to find these. They also have clothing and jewelry and other things as well, but their sandals are like on point. Okay, last pair of shoes. I finally got a pair of Root Collective flats. Look how pretty these are, you guys. I've been admiring them online for a long time. These are like very sturdy, really, really good for teaching flats. I think I'm gonna need to do a new teacher flats video where I just compare and contrast all my teaching flats, because I've kind of redone that area of my shoe collection. So I love the detail in the back. I think this is so pretty. And these of course are Fairtrade as well. The soles are really sturdy, and so they're not like flimsy little flats, you know? And I love this color. And then the toe reminds me of almost like a ballerina shoe. The space here for your toes like doesn't go away, you know what I mean? Like this is like reinforced. And sometimes that's where flats are uncomfortable to me because my toes get kind of pinched or like rub up against the end, but they don't here because this is just like constructed to hold its shape. So that makes these really, really comfortable. And I think this is a really versatile color for the school year. So I've been wearing them a little bit less now that it's summer and I'm just kind of living in sandals, but these are definitely gonna get a lot of use once the school year starts. And I'll have to talk more about them in like a teacher flats video. Let me know if you want to see one of those. Okay, I have one beauty item for you today. I haven't really been like switching up my makeup routine or anything very much, but I got, this is called the Satin Lip Color from Lorac Pro. Did you know that Lorac is just Carol backwards? The lady that started this company is named Carol. So she just named her company her own name backwards. Sounds really fancy when you say like Lorac, but it's just Carol. I have the Lorac Pro palette. I think we all do. But anyway, I sound like I'm like making fun of this product, but I love it. It's kind of like a lip crayon. And here's the shade that I have. I'm wearing it right now. This is in Tea Rose. And it's not matte. It's not really heavy. This is just the exact kind of finish and applicator that I like best in a lip product. And I got this at Kohl's. So I think I want to go back to Kohl's maybe like today and get a few more shades. I'm into more like neutral lip shades, but I think I do want to go back and get a couple more because these have proven to be my favorite. Two books to mention, and I think these are also going to inspire a whole separate video where I can go into a little bit more detail, but I finally read the book of In the Heights, and I always do reviews of every book that I finish on my other Instagram, which is Too Cool for Middle School Books, so I talk about this there. But I just loved reading this. I've listened to the soundtrack like hundreds and hundreds of times. But it's nice to read the book and get some of the dialogue in between the songs. Listening to the soundtrack definitely gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on, but this helps to clarify like some of the things going on with like Vanessa and her mom and like why Nina was having trouble in college and like the money issues that her parents were having. It gets a little bit more into like Abuela Claudia's story and like the gentrification that's happening in the neighborhood. So this just illuminates the songs a little bit more, and I'm still totally obsessed with In the Heights. The second book, and I'm definitely gonna need to make a whole video just about like books that kind of inform you about what's going on in the United States or in the world, like books about social justice. This is one I would absolutely recommend. This is called Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. You've probably heard of him already. He's doing amazing work with the Equal Justice Initiative. And I finished this book in like 2 days. It's a really dense, really emotional book, but it's just about like the legal system in the United States and the work that Brian Stevenson does. There are many people on death row who are entirely innocent and just didn't have access to a good lawyer, and they were kind of at the mercy of police forces who just needed to find somebody to hold accountable for a crime. And so he does work getting new trials for inmates on death row, and these are inmates who are about to face the electric chair. Like, I don't know if I realized that we still did that. Crazy to me that someone even ever invented such a way to kill people. But this book just really makes you kind of rethink the justice system in the United States and our prisons and the way that we treat like minors who are convicted of crimes, and obviously like capital punishment itself. It's just very scary to be in poverty, uneducated, someone that the majority of Americans don't really want in their community. Like we don't have very much mercy on people like that, and we're more than happy to remove them from our communities and just throw them in jail and not think about the consequences for all of us and for them in particular. So it's one of those books that you're probably going to like cry through, but it's so worth reading, and it really just makes you think about the tolerance that you have for people who are different from you in your community. Like, are we willing to work with people who have issues and people who need help, or do we feel better about ourselves when we just lock them up and throw them away? So highly recommend this one, and I think I'm gonna need to do a whole nother video talking about it. Two more quick things I wanted to mention. At the beginning of the month, I went to a 4-day workshop put on by Facing History and Ourselves. It was, I think it was called Race and Membership in American Society. We got so many great resources. I was sharing a lot of what we were doing on Instagram stories, and people seemed really interested in that. They do like webinars and online workshops, and they have in-person workshops, which I would so recommend, all over the United States, Canada, England. So there's probably something somewhere near you at some time. So get on their email list, start looking at their resources. I mean, they also just have resources that you can just use in your classroom. They've got thousands of things on race and identity. They do a lot of work on like the Holocaust, and I feel like just a big focus of theirs is just trying to remind us to treat people with humanity and to learn about people from the past, keeping in mind their humanity. They have a lot of resources to help your students kind of like recognize and then break down stereotypes about different groups of people. And they even have a lot of resources about like how did those stereotypes come about. It's really interesting to understand the history and like the science behind a lot of the understanding that we have around race and around class and around what is inherited. And a lot of the history is very dark and very heartbreaking. So I can't recommend those workshops highly enough. I would go back time and time again and do everything that they have to offer. The last thing I wanted to mention, we just got back from a little mini vacation last night, and we went to this place called Ocean Point Ranch in Cambria, California. It's like kind of the Central Coast area, and that little resort was just so much fun. It was sort of like a throwback. Like if you watch This Is Us, I feel like it's a place that that family would have gone to. So it's not in a really like highly populated area. Like we had to drive pretty far to find a grocery store, and there aren't like a ton of touristy things to do. But if you just want to spend time with your family and spend time with your kids, the hotel rooms, for one thing, are so cute. Like the decor is so cute. They give you like little marshmallow sticks and marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate, and there are little like fire pits outside, and so you can make s'mores in the evening. They've got croquet. They've got this little area where you can like rope cattle, like practice roping these little like plastic cattle. They have a pool. They have an arcade room with like shuffleboard and foosball and blocks, and just, it's a fun place to just like be there and spend time with your family. Like it actually would have been really nice if Jensen were a little bit older. Like I'd love to go back when he's a little bit older, especially if you had like 2 kids and they can play together in the arcade area or swim. The beach is right there, so you can go over and see the ocean. It's kind of like chilly there. Like the Central Coast isn't a super like tropical hot place, but it's actually just so nice. It was kind of nice to get out of the LA heat and go up there. You can explore, you can take walks on the beach. There is a really cute little town. So it's just a fun place to like spend time with your family. So I would highly recommend them if you're looking for a place to just go on like kind of like a chill vacation and just spend some time together. Okay, I think that's all that I have for you for the month of June. As always, I will leave everything linked below, and if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask me in the comments. I hope you're all having a wonderful summer so far, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!